Before I get started, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. That's to all my YouTube followers, to all my Twitch people. Y'all know what to do. It's TrackTheCloud across the board. I ain't got to spell it out for you. Everything is the same on everything. Figure today we'll talk Gunna, man. There, we gonna talk Gunna today, and we gonna talk about. Hold on. Okay, in 2024, do we care that Gunna is a snitch still? Or do we feel like Gunna is a snitch? I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. I just wanted to tackle this topic real quick because I just listened to his new album. The new album, fire. I can't lie. I can't lie. And I was going into it with a biased perspective. But I can't lie. The music, that's what I said about, back to what I was saying about the music overshadow the crime. Like, the music, yo, if you make really good music, it will overshadow a lot of shit that you've done wrong in your life. So, got a new album, OneOfWun. I think that's the new album. Yeah, OneOfWun. It's a couple songs on there. I ain't gonna lie, man. If I can pull up the album, it's a couple songs on this motherfucker. I ain't here to talk. Hold on. I'm not here to necessarily talk about the album, but I feel like that's what made me really think about this topic.
Old Power Sound Series with Peso Pluma.
I just wanted to pull it up for reference. So this is basically the whole. Well, this is the whole album, and I ain't gonna lie, from top to bottom, this motherfucker is fire. The last album still, I can't lie to you. The last album was I'm still listening to the last album, but it's not. We're not here about the music. We're here to. I just want to get this general question out so we can come to like a final. I don't think it ever gonna be resolved. The whole snitch allegations ain't gonna be resolved until I feel like it ain't gonna really be resolved like publicly into Young Thug. Like Thug gotta, I feel like Thug gotta address this. I feel like once Thug address it like straight up on how he feel about the whole Gunna situation. Me personally, what I seen Gunna when the judge asked Gunna in court, is YSL a gang? And he said yes. That to me is that's where that's what my first red flag came up. You feel me? And then it's been like he done made songs like, cause he rebutted saying he got, what's that one song? It's on his old catalog. Let me go back. It was like the first song he dropped when he was coming back from the whole snitch allegations. Let me see if I can find it real quick because I want to make sure I'm precise with what I'm talking about. OneOfWun was a great album, but it was One Bittersweet. What was the first song he came back when he was riding in the? This was the album. It was on this album. Went back. Was it back? Went back to the moon. He was riding in the car. Bread and butter. Bread and butter. I feel like he addressed it on bread and butter when he kind of tried to play like I wouldn't even say tried to play. But he made little references as like his lawyers tricked him, the judge tricked him into certain shit. I feel like he got. I feel like when I look at his case and when I looked at what happened to him, it was very good recorded. And to my knowledge, when every time I got court, because I'm a nigga caught some cases before, and in my opinion, you can't have no phones and shit in the court. And he a high profile case, so I don't understand how they got okay footage of him in the courtroom. I feel like it always a setup to make him look bad. And I'm not even saying I'm on Gunna's side. I'm just trying to. This is just my opinion. I feel like I can give y'all my opinion based off what I think as my own person. I feel like they set him up to make everything look exactly how he a snitch. They set it all up. They set it all up to make him look like a snitch. They released him to the world, tarnish his career. At the same time, he dropped one of the biggest projects last year. I feel like last year the top two projects was probably him and Rollo. I say Rollo Rodriguez tape and Gunna tape last year probably was the two biggest tapes of the whole. They had 2023 in the chokehold. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, now that we got that out the way, my opinion on the Gunna snitch shit. I personally feel like yes, you did tell on some shit, and I know it's weird. The time's weird right now because it's like it's a lot of niggas telling. It's a lot of niggas telling, and a lot of niggas who told it succeeded. So it's like, do it even matter in 2024, or do it just matter to? Do it matter to the people who still live by that code? And is it a lot of people that still live by that code? Let's ask that. Is the old street code, is it a lot of people that still living by that? Me personally, I don't think so. I think first of all, from 2020 to like shit, maybe last year or 2022, a lot of rappers was dying. So that was it. After that era of rappers dying, we came into the snitch era, which I feel like we can say Tekashi was the biggest one that we seen, Tekashi 6ix9ine, but at the same time, niggas been telling. Niggas been telling before Tekashi. Tekashi just was he was like the mascot for that shit. Now I feel like with people like 1090 Jake doing a hell of a job of exposing a lot of shit about a lot of people. I mean, he even exposing it. It's not even just big time rappers. It's rappers on the come up. I feel like 1090 Jake is ruining niggas too. Cause he calling niggas out before niggas even blow. Like I think I don't know if y'all familiar. I know this is supposed to be about Gunna, but I got a bunch of information about a bunch of shit in my head, so I'll be having to get it out. So 1090 Jake did a I guess you can say exposed a rapper for having paperwork. His name is like SYC Jim. I think he a rapper from Florida. I actually listened to Jim. But Jim had put out some shit. And Jim just signed the QC. And Jim was on the rise, you feel me? 1090 Jake put a story out about him being a snitch and shit, which, you feel me, from his music, he a heavy street guy. He got motion. But I feel like 1090 Jake, once he put that out on some, y'all got to go look up the whole thing. I'm not about to get into the whole thing. 1090 Jake got a whole video on him. SCY Jim. I feel like he was just about to pop. You feel me? Just got signed. He also got shot up in that time too. Like they shot his whip up while he was in there. But I feel like he was on his way to, you feel me, being a big artist. And I feel like 1090 Jake came out of, you feel me, threw a curveball at him, which can we really be mad at 1090 Jake for exposing motherfuckers? I honestly think he doing great work because the music game right now is super saturated with shit. And we need to kick some motherfuckers out. We need to kick motherfuckers out for lying in their music. Kick motherfuckers out. Should we kick? Yeah, we should. If you telling, you should get. You should. If you telling, you should be a rapper that's coming from a perspective of you got caught and told. You should rap about that. You know how many motherfuckers in the hood and told who will feel you a snitch rapper. I mean, like we got a lot of snitch rappers, but I'm talking about a rapper who really rapping about snitching. You feel me? You might as well be a hip hop Charleston White shit. So, what's another thing, motherfuckers? All this young shit need to be kicked out too. I guess a lot of niggas who can't rap. It should be a standard. If you can't put a fucking assembly, what's the metaphors? If you can't put some shit together, it should be a bar. Because now it's oversaturated because it's just, if you can get a viral moment. But okay, all in all, 1090 Jake, I feel like he fucking up niggas' careers early in the game, but I also feel like he doing some good in the game. That's that. Back to Gunna. Like I said, I feel like the boy. Yeah. I'm trying. Something in my mind is giving, and I don't know why, but something is giving Gunna, like inside my thought process. Something is giving Gunna the benefit of the doubt for some reason, and I think the only reason I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt is because the music really good. Do I feel like, do it go against the code that I live by? I don't believe in telling. I believe in, like I said, I didn't court cases. I didn't. You feel me? I done been around some shit growing up, all type of shit, from family to friends. And I just know, like, you feel me? It's certain shit when you from a certain era. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody calling me. Hello. Oh, I can mute the mic. I can mute the mic. What I was just talking about? Gunna. I feel like I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because the music is really good. Why? I don't know, because if it was a nigga in my face, I wouldn't give it. I didn't cut people off in my real life for going against, like, I guess when you from a certain area or you grew up a certain way, it's certain things you taught. I'm not saying everybody was taught that. I'm not even saying what we was taught as children was right. Or what we growing up, our principles, like, I can't even say it was right. I love the way I was raised. I love the environment I was raised at because it helped me be the man I am today. But I'm not saying that it was always the right way to be raised or the right things to teach a child. But at the same time, I love who I am, and I love the principles I stand on, and I love the man I am. You feel me? So it's like I can't I can't condone what Gunna did. Plus, if you know about the case, Gunna didn't even really have nothing on him. Like, Gunna didn't get pulled over with shit in the car, or Gunna didn't have guns on him or nothing. Like, Gunna, and he don't have no record. Gunna ain't really been locked up. He ain't had no record. He ain't had, like, this wasn't. He ain't have a long list of charges. Like, he really just was a normal motherfucker who got locked up. He really could have just, you feel me? But like, if you somebody who ain't never been in them four walls or under that pressure, and he playing at such a high level, I feel like I don't know. I can't get into a mind of a nigga who trying to get out of a situation by any means. Cause I feel like, man, especially if I'm with my dogs, like, this is all my dogs. This is the guy who put me in the game. And these are all my friends, and you feel me? These are all my business partners, and this is who I built something incredible with. I definitely wouldn't go against them. I wouldn't go against some shit if I didn't know you, but I'm definitely not going against you if you feel me? So, Gunna music, fire. Do I feel like he did something against a code that I live by? Yes. Do I feel like I fully understand what's going on in this YSL case? No, I don't fully know what's going on. Just because there's so much going on. And all the other guys, Gunna ain't the only one that's out. It's a lot of other guys on that case that got out on appeals and on plea deals. I mean, not appeals. I'll take that back, on plea deals. So it's like, Gunna ain't the only one who took a deal. A lot of motherfuckers took a deal in that case, and it seems like the only one that's locked up that's like worth mentioning. And I'm not saying all of them not worth mentioning. Free everybody who, you feel me? Free YSL. Free everybody in that situation. But the most notable person that's still locked up is Young Thug. And I feel like he the only one that can really give his. I feel like we all can give our opinion about Gunna and what the fuck he did and what we seen with our eyes. He didn't get subpoenaed to court to testify. They said Rich Homie Quan just got subpoenaed to come in and testify on Thug case, but that don't actually mean he got to testify or he gonna be he one of the people on this case, but he did get subpoenaed. Come in that motherfucker. Oh, did he? So we should see how that unfold because I want to see what's Rich, because it was a wild ass audio of Rich Homie Quan that came out. And Quan, Rich Homie Quan, that's my dog. You feel me? I remember hitting the road listening to his early shit back. You Can't Judge Her, back when Quan wasn't even like, he ain't even. This was his underground run. I was listening to Rich Homie Quan, but he did have a wild ass audio come out, and it never was like the audio that came out on Rich Homie Quan wasn't never clarified by nobody. It just seemed like he was on that motherfucker tattletelling about some shit. But it seemed like somebody either was voice recording them. We don't know I don't know the circumstances around the Rich Homie Quan one, so I don't wanna do too much, but he got a wild ass recording out there talking about Thug. So I wanna know how y'all feel, man. I wanna see how y'all feel about it. I feel like, yeah, he went against the code. He went against the code I live by when he said certain shit. But he also made, you feel me? He made little jabs that he got tricked to do certain shit. He got tricked to say shit. You feel me? So it's still unfolding. But the music, let me tell you, this album is WUN. It's WUN to make you forget about them charges. I'm telling you, for some reason, when the music is good, you forget about the crime. The music, I don't know why, but good music can outshadow anything the artist has done. You gotta do some diabolical shit for a motherfucker to, you feel me? You gotta do some diabolical shit for your music to just be thrown out. Think about it. Let's think about the long list of shit. Michael Jackson, they claim he was what? Children. He was fucking around with them children. That's what they say. He was fucking around with them children. And look at Michael Jackson music. You can't. When Michael Jackson music come on, it's like you floating. When you hear a Michael Jackson song, nigga, you damn near, you float a little bit. Like you come this much off the ground. About this much off the ground when you hear a Michael Jackson song. Who else got some wild shit? R. Kelly. Hells. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Kelly. Look at R. Kelly. That nigga damn near was a cult leader, or they made it seem like. It's a whole nother backstory to that about trying to get that his music catalog. It's some wild shit. If you on the woke side of things, it's some wild shit that R. Kelly shit. But might be a little bit deep. No homo. Pause for that conversation right now. I don't know where y'all at now. I want to get to. I want to break some shit down about the R. Kelly situation or why he really got locked up. Not saying he ain't really get locked up for the little girls. Because he could really be just been, you know how a nigga get locked up? When the famous niggas get locked up, it's always something to it. A nigga can't just be locked up for little girls. Nigga locked up because he ain't want to sell his music catalog. Type shit. They might have killed Michael Jackson for some shit, you feel me? As soon as the year Michael Jackson died, Spotify started. Michael Jackson owned a lot of. R. Kelly still had his own. That's why they had Bill Cosby was about to, and they had. You feel me? Or a nigga could just get locked up because he on some bullshit. Hey, 70 years later, Bill Cosby. Look at Bill. Look at Bill. Tory Lanez. That's another one. Pop somebody. Tory Lanez tried to put some shit down. Can't tell me Tory Lanez music ain't fire. You can play some Tory Lanez shit. They still saying free Tory Lanez under Megan post. They not giving this nigga. You can shoot a bitch in the foot and nigga still hey. And Megan Thee Stallion, boy, you would have shot. If Megan Thee Stallion was my bitch, you shot my bitch in the foot, Tory. I get myself locked up just to come in there. I come in, boy. I'll be in Evans beating you the fuck up. Like, bitch, hey, you shot my bitch in the foot. I have just look. just shaking his ass on the bars, scaring him. Like, you hit my bitch. Music overshadowed the crime, man. I can't lie to you. If you make good music, you possibly can get away with some shit in the future. And that's fucked up to say, but go to a party right now and play R. Kelly song. Ain't nobody about to be like, you know what? Go play Step to the Left, Step to the Right. What? I wish. Go play, but I cry right now to I Wish by R. Kelly. I'll share the fucking tear right now to I Wish by R. Kelly. Come and braid my hair. That nigga what? R. Kelly what? I told you Michael Jackson, come on, you float this much. When you hear Michael Jackson song, your feet get this much off the ground. You see that? Your feet get that much off the ground when you hear Michael Jackson song. All in all, yeah, Gunna, hey, buddy, hey. But like I said, the new album though, the ones, hey, I'm gonna tell you and I'm not trying to overshadow what he did with the music. This is just facts. I'm not gonna lie. This OneOfWun tonight, that got to be like that might be my favorite. I like the whole album, but I kept replaying OneOfWun tonight. I don't know what it is about that one, but I kept replaying that. Back to back to back to back. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was at the gym and I kept playing it. I don't know if it's the vibe to it or what. Trying to think, what's the other song on here? Actually, from OneOfWun tonight on down, the trio, even it's not a bad song on this motherfucker, man. I can't even pick out a song that I don't like on this motherfucker. If you listen to the whole thing, The Day I Did Good, oh man, that's another one. I can't believe Roddy Ricch on some shit. I thought Roddy Ricch was done with. Ah, man, I don't know. Don't know. Don't know. I do know it's one hell of an album. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and tell me y'all thoughts on this. How do y'all feel about Gunna in 2024? As more shit get revealed, as this case keep unwinding, Free Thug, we still ain't heard. I feel like Thug been locked up. It feel like some years. Nah, I ain't heard no new Thug music. I mean, he did drop an album while he was in there, but I don't know. I don't be listening to albums when niggas locked up. I don't know why. It don't never hit the same. It don't never hit the same when a nigga locked up. I don't really be listening to niggas' music when they locked up. I know that's fucked up because you should support them. I just listen to Rio shit. Yeah, I just listen to Rio the Young OG. I just listen to his new album. He locked up, but Rio he from Michigan, so I'm gonna support the home team. Not saying I ain't supporting Thug, but I ain't listened to Thug last album. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Not gonna lie to y'all.